So this is what we see when we come into the school. We find our names, we find our books with our backpacks, and in the winter, we'll change our shoes, or when the weather changes, we'll change our shoes. And then here we find room Tomcat, room 34. And here's our room. Okay, the kids are just out for recess right now. We're gonna say bonjour right afterwards. Bonjour et bienvenue. Here is our classroom. All of our wonderful children. Tous nos amis. Est-ce qu'on peut dire bonjour maman?
Bonjour, maman.
Bonjour papa.
Bonjour, papa.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Madame Crystal Bridge, and I am your child's grade 1 teacher. This is a very unique parent-teacher opportunity because of COVID-19, obviously we aren't having parents into the school. So this video is an opportunity for me to introduce myself and to talk about some of the policies and procedures that will help us to make this year successful. First of all, I graduated in French and English teaching with a Bachelor's of Arts in Education. And most recently, I completed my master's degree in French literature in the spring. So I'm excited to be back at school and to be teaching grade 1 this year. So to begin, let's start with our bell times. The morning bell will ring at 8:25. So I will be meeting your child out on our line outside door number 5. So you will find me there by 8:25. When the bell rings, we will bring all the students that have arrived into the classroom. But between 8:30 and 9, when your child arrives, they do not need to go to the office. Instead, they should enter the school through door number 5, where they will find their classroom. We will enter straight into our classroom without taking our shoes off, and we won't be changing our shoes until the weather changes. From that point, we will dismiss small groups of children into the hallways to unpack their backpacks and their lunches, just for safety precautions. Let's see. Previously, we stated that our lunch would be quite early, that the children would be eating at 11 o'clock. But we have our snack right before we go outside for recess at about 10 o'clock. So I was finding that the children weren't hungry. So we are gonna hold lunch back a little bit, and we won't be eating lunch until about 11:45. And then we will have our afternoon snack in the afternoon before the afternoon recess, which is about 1:30. So I have a lot of hungry children in my classroom. So please send as many nutritious snacks as you feel are necessary to nourish your child. Fridays are especially important. We still have a morning snack, and Friday morning can be long if your tummy is grumbling. So please send those snacks in. Daily, we will be recording an agenda message. And I invite you to discuss that little message and that piece of learning with your child. Please sign or initial in the space provided. You can also write me a note if you feel like you need to communicate something, or you're also welcome to send me an email. But the agenda is a really effective way to have regular communication with me, and I will check those agendas each morning. So I invite you to do that. Also, please look for my weekly emails. I will send an update each week on what's going on in our classroom, and I will also attach links or videos that you can watch with your child that are important to reinforce the learning that's gone on that week. So those emails should be arriving in your inbox Friday afternoon or at the latest Saturday morning. Let's see. Masks. Of course, we are building our stamina with masks. We are practicing wearing them in the hallways, when we go to the bathroom, or if we're playing face-to-face, for example, on the floor. We are inviting students to put their masks on, and the grade ones have done a wonderful job. We are working on sanitizing our hands before we eat and our tables, and we're getting really proficient at good hand hygiene. So I appreciate all of your efforts and the preparation that you've done at home to get your kids ready to come to grade 1. Finally, I just wanted to talk about those extra clothes that you were so good to send in. Please store those clothes in your child's backpack. We never know when we need to make a quick change in the bathroom. So please just leave them in there, and we will use them as necessary. About classroom supplies and materials, thank you for all those who have sent in their children's school supplies. Please hold back any extra supplies. We are storing each student's supplies separately. So we actually aren't sharing supplies this year. So many times the children will say, oh, I have an extra, but we're asking students to keep their own supplies in the basket on their desk. And that is a labeled basket that's just for them. So please hold back any supplies, extra supplies, but if you haven't sent your child's school supplies in, please check the link that I sent for you in my Friday email, and everything that you need is included. I think that's all for tonight. Again, I'll send an email on Friday to keep you posted and to let you know as things develop in our classroom how you can be involved.